Hey everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA, screenwriter, director, editor. It is 5:35 in the morning. My whole body feels like jello right now. What happened? Aside from, worked out pretty well the last 2 days, bunch of pull-ups, dips, even more today than yesterday, and then burpees too. Man, I'm just aching. It's not strictly from the workout. It was so hot yesterday. It was like 100 degrees that it didn't cool down at night, and so it was like impossible for me to sleep. I slept like 2.5 hours left. No, like 3.5 hours, because I fell asleep from like 11 to midnight. And then I couldn't fall asleep again until like 2 in the morning, and I got up at like 4:40. It's like my stomach, my breathing, everything is messed up. But had the windows down, no blanket. And it was still just too warm. Even a few degrees too warm makes me sweat like a pig. And so I don't want to sleep in right now. I always like to shower early. I can barely think straight. But even though shampoo feels warm, heated up from the sun. Really could use a sunroof, but I still want to get up, shower early, dry up my clothes, and then I'm going to drive somewhere else, because I don't like staying here where I'm parked at, and then just fall asleep, because I'm going to need to sleep. I'm going to be so groggy. I got to drive somewhere today, print out a document, and sign it. I have some good news though, very exciting news. But I'll save it for a live stream, I guess. It's a good step towards getting a job. Not even good steps, good things like that. Man, I'm so disoriented. And it was so bad last night. When it was so hot, sweating, I drink water like crazy. I urinate in water bottles like crazy. I fill them up. I gotta go buy a bunch more water bottles today. It's just nuts. Never ending urination. I'm sweating and drinking water. It's nights like these I'm like, okay, first of all, I could use a sunroof, but also I could use an actual home. It would have been smarter of me to just sleep indoors. Even my movement right now, it's all sluggish because my brain can't move right. I'm getting confused, wait, what am I doing? Showering? But yeah, I've got to print out a document. So that means going to Kinko's or Staples or wherever, but I'm gonna just go to the park my car, and just sleep. Because I don't want to drive anywhere like this. I don't have to. Remember, are we taking bets as to when the guy with the van is going to paint his van again? I said 8 days he's going to change the coat of paint again. So August 21st. I almost said October 21st. So tired I am. But yes, very good, promising thing to hear that I just heard from someone who's helping me get this job, because it's like coming from a job placement company. And I just talked to someone on the phone there, and they're like, yeah, basically, okay, I'll just say it, whatever, come out and say it. Oh, man, I gotta think. Brain is freaking messed up. She said basically, as long as I just follow through with the whole application process and orientation, it's pretty much a guaranteed position, this disinfecting buildings job, because the big part of it is, and I thought this would be the case, they just want to see you have the dedication and follow through to go through with the whole application process. So I applied last week. I went to like a preliminary orientation. I got to go to another online orientation this week. It's no big deal. The crappy thing, someone tell me what to do about this. On my laptop, it was a Zoom conference. On my laptop, I could hear them, but at first I tried to listen on my phone to this Zoom conference. Could not get the sound working on Zoom on my phone. On my laptop, I could get it working. So someone tell me what's going on, because if I can't get to my laptop when I have the next orientation, I got to be able to make sure I can hear everything on my phone. That was kind of scary. So I was just lucky that, I was in Sunspace, my spot, and was able to, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck's this guy doing wandering around? I was able to get on my laptop and watch and listen, get the instructions to apply. This jackass smashing bottles for. Yeah, I never like getting up later and showering. I don't want to be out when there's other people out and, doing this. And just for the lack of discipline, too. I don't like to be doing that. Still desperately trying to lose weight and cutting way down what I eat. I didn't eat. All I had to eat yesterday after like 2 p.m. was a little peanut butter, and last night when I was struggling to sleep, I'm like, maybe, I'm too hungry, and so I had some cereal, some, high fiber, low sugar cereal, and like another 2 scoops of peanut butter. 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter. But yeah, I need this job. It was weird in that whenever I get new news of a new life situation, I get so overwhelmed and filled with anxiety. I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do if I get this job? Like, I'm going to have to drive places, and I'm going to have to, spend less time writing. And it's like, that's no big deal, I would do that anyways if I was working on film sets. Oh, you can see the moon at the very top of the screen. I'm like doing a check, and mentally I'm like, did I scrub my whole body clean? Like, because I'm so tired I can't think. But even with this heat wave, because we're going to be having around 100-degree heat for a week. And with this job I'm getting, I'm not even sure if it's full-time or not. I'd be fine either way. If it's full-time, good. If it's not, that's good too. Either way, I either get more time or more money. But either way, even if it's full-time and I'm making whatever, 16, 17 bucks an hour, I'm still not going to rent a place. I got to save that money, paid out my credit cards. You know, I got to have a little extra money, because never know how quickly I could go through that money on whatever happens. I'd really like to get a new laptop to edit DaVinci Resolve, the new Vegas Pro suite that just came out with all kinds of awesome stuff. It's incredible. I've seen the features on this. It's just amazing how far in the future Vegas has jumped. That's my video editing software, and they've got sound editing, some special effects plugins, a lot of those, new color grading, and then Vegas now, they're making like a new Photoshop killer, they're calling it, or like whatever they called it, Photoshop Beater Destroyer or something. But, oh, look how far down my windows are rolled to sleep. You can't really see that. Maybe you can see it in this direction. Yeah, that's pretty far. Alright, I gotta set down my towel. No matter how much I dry my hair, it gets way too wet when I comb it down, like straighten it over my eyes. It's like too much water. Yeah, I'm like freaking, how do I describe what I'm feeling? Like just numb. How do I get this phone beat? Oh, steady. Maybe I'll work out after all. Now I'm feeling a little more energy. It's driving me nuts how slow losing weight is. And I like still feel all this fat around my waist. I'm like, have I really lost weight? Have I just gained weight? But now, according to the scale, I've lost 207 to 193. What is that? I'll tell you, I lost about another pound yesterday, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, toilet. What the hell is that? Why is it so hard for me to do that number? 207 to 193. What is that? 7 plus 7, 14 pounds. So that would mean I'm down 14 pounds, but it's confusing because it's like I'm still big. I still got quite a bit of weight to lose. Alright, well, you can barely see anything. I'm going to get changed. Looking at darkness, but yeah. Hope I get this job. I was a nervous wreck thinking, oh my goodness, am I going to get it? Do I have the right qualifications and all that? Not so much as my job history, but you need to be directly affected by coronavirus to get it, the Trump virus. I don't call it the corona word anymore. I just call it the Trump virus. Damn, my shirt is warm from the sun baking this car yesterday. So, and I have been affected by it in my employment because film work now is pretty much gone. Whereas before I was working pretty steadily for a while, and I still am getting over my dissociative disorder. It's still affecting me and all that, but it's getting there, getting better. The fact that I'm having lots of anxiety means I'm starting to feel like normal again. Alright. I'm gonna go. It's gone long enough. Subscribe. Everybody like the video. That helps out. Click the notification bell to get notified when I upload. Crazy long this hair is. You can barely see it. And I'll have more for you soon.